Hello and welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me today yet again. In today's video, I would like to talk about something kind of this idea came up in my mind during the last video. The topic would be, who do you listen to? Where do ideas come from? And what is your inspiration? Who inspires you? Where do you get your ideas? And so on, so on. So, mm, I shown you some oils, and I also shown you a liquid I made. And as I said, these ideas they didn't really come from me. So I stumbled across them, and I made them real in my life. So I brought them down into my reality. I went down, I heard something about pine oil, and I went out and I bought some and I mixed it up, and now I have a spray which could be just like a summer spray to ease up the heat, or let's say we could use it to clear our energies or others energies. So it really depends. And my invention, if you want to call it an invention, would be that I put in a shungite stone, and that's it really. So if someone else sees this video and they gonna add something on, then they would kind of build on my my idea, and then they would develop it into something else. Um, it kind of raises an interesting topic of if you can own ideas first, or how do you actually need to protect your ideas. And I would like to look at this topic more from the energetic way and from the space of heart, not the mind. If you look at it from the mind point of view, of course you have to protect everything, because that was like your idea, and God forbid someone else gonna make loads of money and you're gonna be left out. Well, I'm not talking about this at the moment, like bigger ideas. um, your heart might would say that let it be. It all should be flowing. It doesn't mean though that you have to be silly and give away all your tricks to everyone for free. You can if you are really okay with that, but you don't have to. Your heart would say that it's okay, we all build onto, or my heart says it, that it's okay, we all build on each other's ideas, and then we're just coming up with something different, and this is how everything develops, and it's okay. Interestingly though, and energetically also, I would say that if you are in an energy of fear, then this is when your mind kind of kicks in and would say that, oh yeah, you have to protect everything and make sure nobody knows what you are about to do. There is some truth in this, though. Not that you have to be overly conscious about protecting everything you are doing or talking about, but I must say that I would say that only the fool talks about things way beforehand. He or she knows that he or she can achieve them. So basically, just some things best to keep for yourself, I would say. But if somebody, but what happens if somebody comes up with the same idea, the same thought process? I would say this is also very natural. It doesn't mean that they kind of somehow stole your idea. First, let's be honest. Let's not think that we are so important. Not all of us are so important. And, or rather, I would rephrase, everybody is equally important. Sometimes we come up with the same ideas because the evolution, our evolution, kind of, we are opened up mentally so much all together, that the same ideas pop into our heads. This is very, very possible. So it doesn't mean they stole it. They might just come to the same conclusion for some reason. And another thing is that how to deal with this. Let's not try to deal with this from the from the mind point of view, because it's gonna make you feel frustrated and angry, and somehow you might feel that you are a loser. I give you an example. My friend, so ages ago, I used to work in a casino in England, and the electronic cigarettes, they just come into the market, and I was like, whoa, wow, wow, wow. I really thought that back in the day that it's gonna be like a really big thing. So personal experience, that's what it is, nothing else. And so I was like, yeah, okay, I gonna buy some and I gonna sell them, because this is gonna be the next big thing. Like, I could really see why would it change everything. And that was way before they decided that you cannot smoke indoors, though. And so yeah, I bought some and then I sold some, but it was like really slow. It didn't really get that big that fast as I thought. So I kind of checked out from it in a year or something. And my friend later told me that, you see, Sylvia, if you would have stick with it, you would be now a millionaire or something, I don't know. Because like in 10 years time, like 10 years later, everybody was like smoking this. Well, now you can see everybody is still smoking it, and I would say now it's in its peak. And yeah, and looking back, I would say that I really couldn't care less, that I kind of missed out or anything, because that was not my time. And the good thing about this is that I seen an opportunity, and I had a smell, and I a sense, and I knew that that's gonna work out. So that is important if you are wanna get into business or something. But holistically, it doesn't really matter. Um, yeah, I'm not. It's not about me. I would like to really highlight this. It's not about me. It's not about my feelings. Um, this is just an example, a personal example. Uh, so then I thought, okay, it doesn't really matter, because that just wasn't my time. Someone had better resources, maybe better connections or whatever. It was their time, and they managed to pull it off, and I couldn't that time, because I was not interested after a while, and I started to do other things, which connects us to the flow, which I'm going to write down. Flow. And what I learned from this experience, and kind of many others, is that yes, there are many, many times when others would maybe benefit from your idea, or you think it was your idea, because it not necessarily was your idea. You might got it from the universe, and you were the one who had the opportunity to bring it to the public, let's say, if we wanna say it in a nicer perspective. It could be, it usually is only a good thing. Bad things are usually only there just for profit. And but or maybe it wasn't your time, and the only reason you got this information is just to learn from it, and it was part of your learning curve, and then you have to move on. And what you have to remember, or what I remembered from this, is that just to make sure you are not a one trick pony. So you have more into you than one great idea. That's why it is really important to learn how to let go, to be in a flow, and don't hold this feeling of fear and anger that maybe someone else done it and you thought about the same thing or something. It's really, it doesn't matter. What matters most is that you keep trying if you wanna achieve something, and you know when to step back, when to step to the side, when to reverse, and regardless, to go towards your goal. I think this is really important. Well, first you have to figure out what is your goal, I would say, if there is a goal. Um, and then you won't feel that you've been cheated out of something or someone got a benefit which you think it would be for you, if you know what I mean. So who do you listen to? So that was kind of about the ideas. Going back to the oils, like I got really inspired from these oils because they work really well. It doesn't mean that I am going to, you know, I don't know, I can't really steal the idea, isn't it? Because it's an oil, it's been in a bottle. If you really want to simplify it, somebody put energy in it, and sorry, this is a bit ignorant way of looking at it, like really, simplified way. Oils mixed together, energy into it, and then they sold it. But why is it working? Why can they sell it? Because it's working, because there is more into it. It's not just mixing things together and that's it. They put their heart, they soul into it, they put their energy into it, their time into it, their love into it, and that's why it's working. That's why something like this could work. So going back to this, if I were to come out with my own oil, that would be my base. What I mean, not like physically my base, what I would use for my oils, but the standard. That would be the standard I'm starting from. So if you really wanna do something better or bigger, better, you would I would try to aim for the very best and then try to kind of build on that one. For that, you have to understand, not necessarily have to understand, but you have to understand how it was made, not technically, but mentally and emotionally, to see if you can raise this in any shape or form. Obviously, probably you definitely can change it because your energy is different than that energy, but it doesn't mean it's gonna get any better. So, what I wanted to say about this, about the oils, I think that would be, so like with the idea wise, so basically that would be the standard, and then you would, or I would, or you would need to kind of build on this to achieve something better or greater, really. Again, greater, I don't mean like in a materialistic way, but like the value, like you really have to add value to the product, I would say. And who do you listen to is a different topic, but it kind of joins into this topic. It's like, so I could listen to people who look at this. Let's say if I would like to produce something, only look at this in a monetary way, like, yeah, what is the easiest to do and what is the trend and how to make money. You could listen to that person. You can listen to your friends and family who maybe they are really lovely and they wish you the best, hopefully, but they haven't got a clue. Or you can listen to yourself and decide what you want to do. So who am I listening to? I'm listening to people who inspire me, because sometimes from one sentence or even one word, you would get a whole bunch of ideas, or I would get a whole bunch of ideas, and then I could work on those ideas. Sometimes you find that those people kind of vocalized it a bit better than you could have, but it's really good because it kind of helps you to just go over this hurdle. So I would listen to people who inspire me. I would listen to myself because I know what I want. I also know what I don't want. And I would not listen to, sorry to say, to, not necessarily would take abroad my friends and family ideas, thoughts, opinions just because they said it. Because they don't necessarily, they might have the best of hearts in interest towards me, but they might really don't know what they are talking about. Like, let's say when I started this channel, my family, some of my family members said that, oh Sylvia, you have to, wear nice clothes, because I'm really relaxed, like I really don't care about dressing up that much. Well, obviously there are times when you kind of have to dress up, and you have to put on makeup and this and that, and I was like, no, the whole point of this channel was to see, underlining, I never said this before, it's been a year, to see who can see through all these shames, all these kind of things, and see what I'm talking about, if they can relate to me without me being dressed up like a queen, and being really appealing visually, and to see if they can see beyond the vision and hear the words. And that's why sometimes I look a bit, I would say, scruffy. Well, not really scruffy, but a bit like really relaxed. Sometimes I look a bit more organized, but never too organized, because I think it would change the whole feel of the video, and I really don't want that. And that's why I'm not really, or I wasn't really doing videos regularly, so you can't rely on me saying that, oh, every Monday you're gonna see my video. I don't want you to rely on me in a sense that you get used to it and then you kind of looking forward to it. You have a life to live. If you want, the video is there, you can watch it anytime, and that's it. But it's my love child. I don't have to kind of force it, schedule it. But of course, if I were to want to grow this channel, obviously I would need to use these techniques, but I want this to be for those who can see beyond this, so it's for them. And that's it, really. Oh, I think I kind of talk quite a bit. So let's try to summarize it again. Who do you listen to? You should listen to your expertise, people who inspire you, your heart, to know what you want to achieve, what is your goal, why you want to achieve this. In regards of ideas, there are times when others come up with the same idea as you, and they might succeed and you might not. It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. If you can be happy for their success, knowing that they haven't stolen this idea from you, if you find it in your heart to be happy that idea went out to light, and it doesn't matter that it wasn't you who brought it into light, and you can be happy, you're gonna get better ideas. If you really look in this give and take, you're gonna get much better ideas, and you'll see your time will come. And I wholeheartedly can say that this is my experience. And please don't be fearful or judgmental, or don't envy others. That's really is important. You can do great things also if you want to. So that would be my kind of summarization of this video. Thank you so much for watching me, and I wish you a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.